The person who sends a spiritual attack has created a negative energy and has given it direction. The person who receives this negative energy is not the creator of it and can choose to return it to its creator, bear the burden of it himself, or find another host for the energy to take residence. In the world, there are remedies that are meant to return attacks, so that if an offender directs negative energy towards you, it shall not be well within him. And there are some people willing to use these remedies, and I find no problems with it. It is well known to be associated with your voice, expression, creativity, emotions, and ability to clearly communicate your truth and connect with others. Interestingly, the throat chakra oversees much more than communication though, and also plays a role in you being present and contented in yourself, which can then align you with the magic of divine timing and synchronicity. The throat center is also one of the key energy centers that empowers you to connect with and communicate with your unseen team of spiritual guides and angels. When the throat chakra becomes depleted, imbalanced, or blocked, you may find it challenging to communicate with others, and you may find it difficult to know and stand in your truth. So the first thing is you have to set aside some space for whatever you are resisting. This step can be a doozy. We somehow always find ourselves too busy to make time for the thing we are resisting. We are so busy, we don't have time for that scary thing. Funny how that works. Stay here, don't abandon the task. Your resistance wants to drive you away, but you are going to try something different. An act of leadership rather than letting life happen to you. Sit for a minute, let yourself feel the resistance, not the thoughts about how you can't do this, or how you should do it later, but the sensation of resistance in your body, the sensation of overwhelm and fear and uncertainty. It's simply a sensation, an experience. Now, when a person is under a spiritual attack and they go to seek help, there are times when the practitioner will not ask the client if they would like the attack to be returned to sender. The reason for this is because the negative work itself, from once it is cleared, would naturally go back to its own creator, the offender. It is important to know, because if you are knowledgeable and the practitioner is knowledgeable, you can now ask the practitioner, can we send the attack into the air, the water, or into a stone? This is if you do not want what has been done to you to be done to the offender, if you are compassionate enough. However, leaving the work to go back to where it came from, in my opinion, because the work the practitioner does to clear his client will naturally return to the offender anyway. Again, it is the effect of a cause created not by you, but by the offender. He must gain back what he has created. This is necessary to speak about because I have come to realize that vengeance is very common among the world, and it breaks my heart to see it. Many people experience chakra blockages in their life. In fact, it's far more common than most people realize. But the good news is there is incredible support for the realms of nature and spirit for you to release blockages and once again allow the flow of light and life force energy to move through your chakras and through you. Once you've done that, there is another incredible way to work with this energy in your body. It feels like something you don't want, but actually it's just energy. This is the energy of love, of being human, of fear and meaning, of learning and creating, of discovering something new, of connecting and falling in love. This energy is not something to expel from your life, but rather to use in your creation. What can you create in this place of resistance, in the unknown? Can you let yourself stay curious and explore what might emerge if you stay open here? From this space, your deepest creation will be uncovered. You begin to realize that you are not the inventor of your creations, but the discoverer of them. You begin to get excited about what might be unearthed in the unknown. Sometimes we label our spiritual guides as guardian angels, spirit animals, star beings, ascended masters, goddesses, archangels, wise ones, galactic family, ascension guides, ancestors, future selves, elementals, and more. Spirit guides can also be distinguished by type according to their role. Spirit guides each have different roles, strengths, and abilities depending on their purpose in guiding you now. Some guides' spiritual support is strictly for protection. Some offer guidance in certain areas, and another focus on connecting and interacting with the guides of others to align synchronicity. Or to facilitate teaching, learn about some of the types of spirit guides here. While there are many types of guides that may all have different purposes and agendas, there are certainly some spirits guide who are able to support and guide people more effectively than others. One of the primary roles and purposes of a true spiritual guide is to support you in coming back into harmony and resonance with love. Spirit guide supports us as physical beings by helping us all to remember the truth of who we really are, why we are really here, and to find our highest path and soul purpose. Through their guidance, support, and energy, they may continue to nudge us in this direction of our highest soul purpose without our conscious awareness. But when we become aware of their potential support and guidance, ask for help, and consciously invite their presence in, they are then able to guide, help, and support us more directly and more effectively. Keep in mind that spirit guides are here to help us all, and so connecting with and working with your spirit guides is well within the scope of your spiritual abilities that you are able to develop in your life now. It is well worth the required focus and effort to meet and build a relationship with your spirit guides. The spirit guides can be hugely supportive, as they are able to intricately understand your soul's purpose, desires, present state of being. And they can see your challenges and lessons from an entirely different perspective, from spirit. Most spirit guides can look at your energy to see and read your energetic signature, gaining in-depth view of what is currently going on in your multidimensional human experience. Have some sort of visual, other sensation, or you may receive some sort of message. The more you practice this process, the more the guidance of your team in spirit can enter in, and the more you will be able to sense, honor, and connect with your team in spirit. With practice, this experience of connecting with your spirit guides deepens and becomes richer and more profound. But it does take practice. It takes developing and opening your interdimensional, subtle psychic senses. Each time you connect with your spirit guides, the pathway is illuminated a bit more, and your connection strengthens.